Hi everyone, in this video I am going to talk about solving this equation x squared minus x equals 2 and the use of the zero product property, all right? So for this particular problem, if you wanted to apply the zero product property, really this is saying if A times B equals 0, then A equals 0, or B has to equal 0. So this is an equation that's not set equal to 0 yet. So I need to subtract the 2, and then I have to find the two factors that this x squared minus x minus 2 can't be broken down into. So let's just factor this. X minus 2, x plus 1 equals 0. And then I know that I can set each of these factors, x minus 2 equal to 0 or x plus 1 equal to 0. So then x equals 2. Or another solution that would make this true is x equals to -1. All right, so those are the two numbers that would make the equation true. Now, if I, for some reason, wanted to solve this problem without the zero product property, then let's say I had the same problem, solve x squared minus x equals 2, and I just went ahead and I factored this x squared minus x into x times x minus 1 equals 2. Then I need two numbers that will actually multiply together to give me 2, right? When before it needed to be two numbers that multiply together to give me the 0, all right? So now I know that 1 times 2 is 2. I also know that 2 times 1 is 2, right? And I know that -1 times -2 is 2. And then I know that -2 times, let's see, -1 is 2. All right, so now let's go through all of these possibilities. So let's say that I think it's 1 times 2 is equal to 2. All right, well, x could be, well, 1, and then, right, the x minus 1 could be equal to 2, and then I actually add the 1 to get x is equal to 3. Now, if for some reason I actually use that combination, then I would have to check this. And if I check this in the original equation, x squared minus x, is this going to equal 2 when I substitute the 1, right? 1 squared minus 1 is actually, well, that's 0. And then 3 squared minus 3, that is actually 6. So I know that this is not a solution, this is not a solution. Right now, I could see if the answers are actually 2 and 1, all right? So x equals 2. Remember, I had x times x minus 1 equals 2, all right? So x equals 2, and then x minus 1 is equal to 2, so x could be 3. And then I check. So I have in the original equation x squared minus x, so 2 squared minus 2 is 4 minus 2 equals 2, which it was supposed to be equal to 2. So I know that x equals 2 is a correct solution, because I got 2 when I substituted it in to the original equation here. And then I have the, oh, by the way, I already knew that 3 was not a solution because I tried to check it over here, all right? So now let's try this pair right here. So we have x times x minus 1 equals 2. So if x is equal to the negative 1, but x minus 1 could be equal to the negative 2. So then if I add the 1, x is actually equal to negative 1. So these are both going to give me negative 1 here. So let's just check this. In the original equation, x squared minus x, does that equal 2? Well, all right, negative 1 squared minus a negative 1, that equals 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2. So that one is actually a correct solution. X is negative 1 because when I substituted that in, I got 2. And then actually you can see from there that those are the same solution that I had using the zero product property. Now, then I actually know that I have all the solutions I need, because this quadratic equation here can have at most two real number solutions like this. All right, so I know then that x is negative 1 or 2. Now, why is this a lot more difficult using this method of not actually subtracting the 2 and setting the equation equal to 0 first than it was, again, by just setting the equation equal to 0 first and using the zero product property? Well, think about this, that there were, in our example, 1, 2, 3, 4 ways that you could actually multiply two numbers to get a result of 2. But here, if you have the zero product property, there's actually only 2 ways that you can actually multiply the numbers to get 0. A times 0 equals 0, or 0 times b equals 0. So that is what makes the zero product property easier to use than just trying to solve an equation by not using the zero product property. So I hope this was somewhat helpful, and thank you, and have a great day.